This is the first short video that presents how to install and run MariaDB Enterprise. Strictly speaking, I'm going to be focused on the installation of MariaDB Manager, and from MariaDB Manager I will create the MariaDB Galera cluster. So I have prepared 4 nodes. You can see here that I have created Sky Cluster 0, 1, 2 and 3. And these 4 nodes are very basic virtual machines based on Linux Red Hat 64-bit. I'm referring to CentOS 6.5 at the moment. Very little requirement in terms of memory, ½ GB of memory for each node. And what is really important is the fact that I have 3 network adapters. A NAT adapter that I will use to download and install the package that I need, and 2 network adapters defined as host-only adapters on VBoxNet 0 and VBoxNet 1. It's important to define that these adapters will have allow all as promiscuous mode. That means that all the guests and the host will be connected into a network, and they can see and reach each other. Last but not least, it's important to see the network already defined. So the 2 adapters that I'm referring to are one on network 192.168.56, and this is of course 56.1 is the address for the for the host node, and 57.1 is the address for the VBoxNet 1, still for the host node. Okay, the 4 nodes are already up and running: Sky 0, Sky 1, Sky 2 and Sky 3. And as you can see, I just launched an ifconfig, and I can see that I have the first ETH0 as the NAT address, and then I have an address for ETH1 on the Sky 0, which is on 192.168.56.20 as a node. Node 1 will have 21 as an address, node 2 22, and node 3 23. Now, what I need to do is to retrieve the package from our repository, from the MariaDB repository. So we have already set up the repository to retrieve it. Here is a very short, of course, as you can see, repo information, and from here I can simply run yum install MariaDB Manager. So let's see what it does. We'll go and check what I need to do. So it identifies the total downloads and the install size, and I can say okay, go and run. So it will take now a few minutes, depending of course on the speed and bandwidth on your network, and the package will be configured in probably a few minutes and up and running. Great. Now the 2 daemons have been already installed. I'm referring to the MariaDB Manager daemon, the one running the API server, and the other one running the GUI server. We can jump on our browser and see how it works. Here I'm referring to the MariaDB Manager GUI, as you can see, that I can reach on port 8080 by default, and running on node 0 on node 20. So let's see if it works. Right. So here is the initial system setup. As you can see, we need to provide a configuration and the initial configuration, which is something that I'm not going to do into this short video. Similarly, I want to see if the RESTful API works, and here is the RESTful API answer. So we are basically all set. In order to run the manager API, and again we will show it in another video, we need to add the key that you see here. So these are all topics that you will see in the next short videos.